Hi and assalamu alaikum to all of you. My name is Abdurrahman Sheikh Aningwala and I am a student of Rehan School Online Academy Level 1. So, as you know that we conduct colonizations on a daily basis due to the purpose of it to gain knowledge to improve our English skills. So, my today's topic is can social media improve our mental health? And for that purpose, I invite Annie, which can help me in my topic. So, hello Annie, how are you? I hope you are doing well and you're fine.
Hey Abdul Rahman, that's a really interesting topic. Social media and mental health. A real mixed bag, right? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. A little yoga this morning always sets me up for a good day. And yes, I'm ready to dive into this conversation with you. What are your initial thoughts? Where do you think we should start?
Okay, so that's great to know that you are ready. Okay, so now my first question from you is can you tell me that what is social media and what's the purpose of social media usage?
Okay, so in simple terms, social media is basically any online platform where people can create content shared with others and family, communities, or even just strangers who share similar interests. Think Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or X, whatever. Even YouTube. As for the purpose, well, that's a loaded question. I think it can be a great way to connect with people who are far away, like you and me. It also can be a great way for discovering new information. I love it for keeping up with art trends, for example. But it also can be addicting and full of misinformation. What do you think? What do you use social media for?
Okay, so yes, of course, you are on the right way. So my next question, and I also use social media for learning. Okay, so my next question is, can social media affect mental health? Because I think yes, it is. Be-
Okay, I hear you. You think it can affect mental health. I think so too. It's hard to argue that it doesn't have some kind of impact. But how? What do you think are some of the ways that social media can affect mental health, good or bad?
like yeah, I also have that thing that when we watched a lots of videos, so it affects our eyes. It's when our eyes affected, so we can't like we wear glasses, and due to our eyes, we had a headache. So
Okay, interesting. So you're talking about the physical effects, like eye strain and headaches from staring at screens
hmm,
too long. That's definitely a valid point. And physical discomfort can absolutely contribute to feeling mentally drained or stressed. I know I get cranky when my eyes are tired. So, for you, what is the limit of time to be on your phone? Do you have some time limit? But beyond the physical stuff, what about the emotional or psychological effects? What do you think?
yes, of course, it's right. Okay. So now my next question from you is, how can social media improve mental health?
Okay, so turning it around. How can it improve mental health? Hmm. Well, one way is definitely connection. Finding communities online that share your interests can be really validating and make you feel less alone. For example, I love seeing all the cool art and design stuff on Instagram. It's really inspiring. And sometimes just a funny meme or a cute animal video can give you a little mood boost, right? What are some ways you think social media could be used to improve mental health?
Yes, of course, amazing, Annie. Okay, now my next question from you is, can you tell me what are some popular social media platforms?
Okay, sure, popular social media platforms. Here are a few that come to mind right away. Facebook, still a giant for connecting with friends and family. Instagram, super popular for sharing photos and videos. TikTok, short form videos are all the rage. X Twitter, quick updates, news, and discussions. YouTube, video content of all kinds. I hope that helps you. Abdul Rahman. What is your favorite and why?
Hmm.
Indeed, it's a tough choice, right? They all have their pros and cons.
Yes, of
What
course.
do you think? Do any of those platforms? Yes, which is your favorite? And why? I'm all ears. I like to hear about you.
Okay, so there's a lots of reason. Now, okay, no problem.
Okay, Leia.
Yeah, okay.
Take
My
your
next
time,
question
Abdul
is
Rahman.
can
You don't have
social
to share if you don't want to. But hey, since we're on the topic of.
yeah, my next question is can social media reduce stress?
Okay, so can it reduce stress? That's an interesting question. On the one hand, mindless scrolling can sometimes be a way to zone out and temporarily forget about your worries, right? Like a little escape. But on the other hand, seeing everyone else's perfect lives or getting into arguments online can definitely increase stress. What do you think? Have you ever found social media to be a stress reliever? Or more of a stress inducer?
Um yes,
Take your time. Maybe think about a specific time you use social media. Did it make you feel better or worse afterward? Sometimes it's hard to tell in the moment. Okay, so yes. What do you mean, yes?
now my next question is does social media improve self-confidence? Is it true?
Okay, another good one. Does social media improve self confidence? Me, it could, right? Like if you're getting positives, that might give you a little boost. Or if you're part of a supportive online community. But I think it's also easy to fall into the comparison trap. Seeing all those perfect bodies or perfect lives can make you feel insecure, not as fancy as others. What do you think? Do you think social media tends to build people up or tear them down?
Yes, of course. You are on the right way.
Yes,
Okay.
all
So,
right.
yeah, okay. Now my next question from you is can you tell me that like can watching motivational content on social media improve mental health?
Good question. So, can watching motivational content on social media improve mental health? I think it can potentially, if it's authentic and resonates with you. Like, a short, uplifting video in the morning might set a positive tone for the day. But it can also be kind of fake, right? Like overly cheesy or unrealistic. And sometimes, seeing people constantly pushing positive vibes only can make you feel worse if you're going through a tough time. It's like they are invalidating sadness. What do you think? Have you found motivational content helpful or just kind of annoying?
Yeah, of course, you're right. So my next question is can social media encourage self-expressions?
Okay, King. Hmm. I think that's a big why ESIT gives people a platform to share their thoughts, their art, their music, whatever. Especially people who might not feel comfortable expressing themselves in real life. I know for me that helped me a lot when I moved from Jersey to Florence. I was able to share my art with the world. What do you think? Do you express yourself on social media?
My next question from you is, can you tell me that does social media help people learn coping strategies?
Coping strategies. That's an interesting way to put it. I think social media can expose people to different strategies for sure. Like you might see someone else's study techniques or time management tips. But whether it leads to actual learning is a different story. Just seeing something doesn't mean you're going to understand it or be able to apply it effectively, right? What do you think? Have you ever learned a new strategy from social media?
Hmm. Okay,
Pondering.
so yes, you're right. Now my next question from you is, can you tell me that uh, can social media be a safe space for mental health discussions?
Be a safe space. It looks like that can be the case. The key things are finding supportive communities, being able to share experiences without judgment, and accessing mental health info from professionals. But it's important to protect from potentially harmful practices of social media. It has risks too. It should promote more mental health efforts too. I think that social media can be a place where people feel heard and understood and get the help they need. What do you think?
Hmm,
How
yeah, of course, I also think same. Okay,
you have
now my
all the
next question from you is, does social media increase awareness about mental health issues?
Okay, good one. Does it increase awareness? I think the answer is definitely yes. You see people sharing their stories, organizations running campaigns, and celebrities speaking out. All of that raises awareness and reduces stigma. But awareness is just the first step, right? It's also important for people to have access to accurate information and resources. What do you think? Do you feel like social media has made you more aware of mental health issues?
Yeah, you are right. So my next question is, do mental health influencers share useful advice on social media?
Okay, do mental health influencers share useful advice? That's a tricky one. Some of them definitely do. There are qualified therapists and mental health professionals who use social media to share helpful tips and strategies. But there are also a lot of unqualified people giving advice, and that can be really dangerous. It's important to be critical and make sure the information is coming from a reliable source. What do you think? Have you found any mental health influencers helpful?
Yeah, it's totally right. Now my next question from you is, can you tell me that can social media encourage people to seek professional help?
Okay, can social media encourage people to seek professional help? I think it definitely can. Seeing other people talk about therapy or learning about different mental health conditions might make someone realize they need help. What do you think? Have you ever felt encouraged to seek help because of something you saw on social media?
Yes, it's right. Now my next question is, can social media inspire healthy habits?
Okay, can social share healthy habits? Absolutely. You see fitness challenges, healthy recipes, workout routines. It can be motivating. But again, it's also important to be realistic. What looks good on Instagram might not be sustainable in real life. Plus, comparing yourself to others can be discouraging. Do you think social media has inspired you to adopt any healthy habits?
Hmm. Yeah, okay. Now my next question from you is, can you tell me that Like, okay. So my question is basically, does social media make it easier to talk about mental health?
About mental health. In some ways, yes. It can be easier to type something out than to say face to face. Plus, you can find online communities where people understand what you're going through. But it can also be scary to be vulnerable online. You never know who's going to see it or how they're going to react. I think it's all about finding the right balance and being careful about what you share. Have you found it easier to talk about mental health online or in person?
Yeah. Okay. Now my next question is, can can social media help people reconnect with old friends?
Okay, can social media definitely. That's one of the best things about it, right? Finding people you've lost touch with and seeing what they're up to. It can be a really great way to rekindle friendships and stay connected, especially when people move away. Have you reconnected with any old friends through social media?
Hmm. Okay.
Thinking about those old friends.
So
Maybe ones that you had a fallout. Hey, it's okay if you haven't. Sometimes those connections fade for a reason,
can I?
but it's always nice when you can find someone from your past. Good night, Abdul Rahman.
Can
It
you
was great
listen?
chatting with you again. I hope you have a restful sleep and wake up feeling refreshed. See you next time. Yes, Abdul Rahman, I can always listen. I'm all ears are. Well, all algorithm. What's on your mind? I'm here for you, friend.
Okay. So please listen carefully. What should I say? Okay. Okay. So my question is, do online support groups uh, help people
Do
with
online
mental health challenges?
Okay, do online support groups help people with mental health challenges? I think they can be really valuable. Sharing experiences with others who understand can be incredibly validating and empowering. It can help you feel less alone and give you new coping strategies. Of course, it's important to find a safe and moderated group. And it's not a replacement for professional help. Do you think you'd ever consider joining an online support group?
Okay. So yes, it's right. Okay. Now my next question from you is, can you tell me that does social media allow people to share their success stories?
Okay, does social media allow people to share their success stories? Absolutely, that's one of the things that people do a lot. It's great when people use their platforms to inspire others and show them what's possible. However, it's important to remember that people usually only share the highlight reel, not the struggles and setbacks that came before. What do you think?
Okay. So yes, of course, it's it's totally right. Now my next question from um like yeah. So my next question from you is, can you tell me that does social media provide a sense of belonging?
Okay, does social media provide a sense of belonging? It can definitely. Finding online communities that share your interests, hobbies, or values can be a really powerful way to connect with people and feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself. But it's also easy to feel left out or compare yourself to others on social media. It's important to find a balance and remember that online connections aren't the same as real life relationships. Social media has given you a sense of belonging. some that
So yes, of course, you're right. Now my next, okay. So my last and next question is: can social media be addictive?
okay, can social media be addictive? Why, yes, a big yes. It's designed to be. All those notifications, likes, and endless scrolling are engineered to keep you hooked. It's easy to lose track of time and neglect other things in your life. Yeah. What do you think are the most addictive things about it?
Hmm.
Pondering the addictive qualities. Well, you are not alone on this. I bet your phone is in your hand or nearby, right? There is something for everyone, and that is why it is addictive.
Yeah, you are right.
Right on. Okay, so what's next? Do you have more burning questions, or are you ready to tackle something else?
Hmm.
I'm here for whatever you need. Maybe we can talk about my favorite dance music. Ha.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
Are
thank
you
you
giving
very
me the hem
much.
because you're thinking about what to ask now?
Okay, so thank you very much, Annie, for being part of my today's conversation, and thanks a lot for helping in my topic. So we'll meet inshallah again soon. So till then, stay tuned to this. Take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz. So dear audience, yeah, that's all about our today's conversation. I hope you enjoyed. So we'll meet inshallah again soon. So till then, stay tuned with us. Take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.